Hey guys, it is Robin the Lady Biker. How is everyone doing today? Oh, I am out for just a short local ride, and we're just here back in the suburbs around Santa Barbara in the back roads and just enjoying it. Now he's back there somewhere. Are you still connected with me, babe?
Oh yeah, we're still here.
So anyway, thought I would share with y'all a little bit because by the time this airs, Allie and I should be on our epic summer road trip, which is taking us all the way up into the western states through Northern California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, and then back into California. Oh my gosh, it's going to be amazing. But I wanted to come to y'all today and talk a little bit about how we plan the route and the different apps, maps, technology that we're using to kind of go along the way. So hang on, I'll share with y'all. All right, guys, so in planning the road trip, the epic road trip, and really this is kind of how we plan, or I've been planning most of our trips lately, is I use a variety of technology and old school techniques because, you know, sometimes when you get out on back roads, you have no connectivity, and if you don't have some good old-fashioned maps, you might have a problem. So, with that being said, let me get around this crazy S-curve. All right, so let's start off with a handful of things that we use not only to plan our route, but to help us track our route as well as kind of monitor what's going on around us. So, number one, Google Maps. Straight up, Google Maps is a really cool, powerful tool. It is not the most customizable, but to kind of give you an idea of the general direction and being able to find stops along the way and things like that, it's really, really quite a useful tool. So we use that to kind of find our general direction, track our overall mileage, like I said, find some cool places to stop, those kinds of things. Once I have a general idea of what direction we want to go, then I pull out, and I forget where I heard about this the first time, and whoever it was who told me about it, please drop it in the comments because I want to be able to give you a shout out on a follow-up video maybe. Mad Maps. I love Mad Maps. Oh my goodness. Take a look right here. I got a quick picture of all the maps that we're going to be using. Now, if you've never heard of Mad Maps, they are a company that finds these great routes for motorcycle rides, and they are amazing. You can get them like American road trips where they take you on a big like multi-state loop. You can get state maps where it shows you, you know, like smaller routes, and we're finding that that's even a good basis to start finding even random back roads that we want to go back and try later. Definitely a awesome, if I'm going to buy a map, that's the map I buy because it gives me kind of a starting point for some of our trips, and it's never led me wrong. Plus, I carry them, hold up, gotta move my glasses. Ugh. Plus, I carry them in my saddlebag so that if for some reason we're out and about and we're having a great time and everything's going good, and then all of a sudden we don't have, cell service, and we're not sure where we are, we can pull out just a good old-fashioned map, and it helps us figure out where we are and how to get back to someplace we know. Very, very useful tool. So 1 was Google Maps, 2 was Mad Maps, 3, honestly, the Harley-Davidson road planner, or trip planner. Anyway, here it is. I've got a link for it in the description. What I like about it is I can customize a specific route and it won't change on me. It won't, oh, here's a faster route. Click here to dismiss moving you, which Google Maps will do. So if we want to take a specific road, even if it's going to take us a little bit longer, using the Harley planner, or trip planner, you can do those by using little waypoint dots. So that kind of helps me, especially if I'm not sure where to turn and those kinds of things in the middle of nowhere. It's really quite beneficial. And what's really nice is because it is an app, I can give Allie the ID and password. So if for any reason one of our phones that goes dead for whatever reason, batteries, just blue screen of death, whatever, another phone, you log right in and there's your maps. You're ready to go. So those are some really good ones. Now, many of us will use, weather apps to check the weather, and that's always good. I use primarily just the Weather Channel app because it's easy. It has some of the smaller towns and different things, so you can get a pretty good idea of what we're facing as we go. Hey, love?
Yep.
Do you use a different weather app, or do you use the Weather Channel?
I use the Weather Channel.
Okay. So that's just a good one to keep track of everything from temperatures to rain to whatnot. Now this is the one I think I'm going to have to turn over to you, love, because I don't remember the exact one that you found. But right now, in the summer, it's very common for here in the western states for wildfires. And I'm going to be so disappointed if we end up having to miss the Lolo Pass in Idaho because of the fires. I'm not sure yet. But that's something else we're having to watch is the fire maps, because we may have to route around fires. And so that's another thing that we use. Hey, babe, do you remember which one off the top of your head?
No, I don't. It was one that compiled information from the National Forest Service, the Weather Channel, NASA. It compiled a lot of different data sources. I don't remember exactly the name.
Okay.
Haven't actually loaded it, used it yet.
I know you've used some of the individual ones, but this is a new one that compiles multiple streams of info, correct?
Correct.
All right. Well, either way, guys, I'll drop you just a link to it in the description. Not a problem. We got you hooked up. So, those are the things that we're using, or that I've used to not only plan our trip, but also to kind of help us while we're on the trip itself, to figure out where we want to go, how we want to get there. Also just finding, keeping track of the weather and what other natural issues are going on around us. So anyway, guys, with that being said, if you haven't been check in my community posts, because I've been dropping pictures and information about all the things we've been doing in the different places. So anyway, guys, that's what's going on with us. That's how we planned for our big epic trip. And so drop down the description. What apps or maps or programs do you use? Why do you use them? If there's ones that you don't use, why you don't use them specifically. And then tell me where your big epic trip is for this summer. And it may be local, it may be a big trip, who knows? But guys, with that, I hope everyone is getting out and having a fantastic summer. That you're getting out and you're riding. That you're having fun and you're being safe. And we'll catch you on the next video, guys. Bye.